this is Neko here in Satisfactory. I already got one of the research processes done, and ooh, 5 iron to make 20 screws, or 5 iron to make 9 iron wire, which I guess acts as an alternative to copper. I'm doing fine on that. I could use more screws. So, a rotor would also be nice. If I could, I would have you guys decide. But since not many people are commenting and all that, I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then let's research another one. And I'm gonna be doing my little test, which is up there, on what's faster, Hypertube or Tier 3 conveyor belts as a mode of transportation. I'm gonna eventually cut to the end once I've done my little test and all that, and I've completed everything I needed to. I will be pretty much, depending on how fast the episode goes, I may run around and collect some more stuff, or in other words, get my things here situated so that they're moving better, or I might call it, don't know yet. Chances are this isn't going to take very long. It's probably going to take 5 minutes. So let's go do tests. Oop, not here. Going up still. I actually may try and set myself up to get motors made. But depending on what it costs to make motors, I may have to... Oh, that's what I need to do actually. I need to do something like this, where I build a road way up in the air like this to my steel factory, and then set up a individual like offshoot spot and build there another factory there. Oh, I skipped. Actually, no, I don't. Yes, I do have wires. Oh well, this doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of that. I need to make more concrete. Alright, so let's head up here. We're gonna test how long it takes to move with Hypertube. So, alright. We're starting right now. So, 10 seconds so far. And pretty much 20 seconds. It was about 19 seconds for that. Okay, so let's... Oop, too slow. Running, we're testing that first, I guess. So we're gonna see. I started at 10 seconds, or a little more than that. Oops. 20 seconds. And 27 seconds. So tier 3 with this, with sprinting, takes 27 seconds to go one way. I haven't tested actually going one way forward and one way back. Now let's test just sitting on it, and that's gonna be right now. So we're going along, and 10 seconds. Twenty seconds. 30 seconds. 35 seconds. 45. No, wait, 35, 40. 45, I believe. 55, roughly. So roughly a minute to get just to sit from one end to the other for this distance. So so far, for if you're sprinting and using a conveyor belt, it isn't too far off from using a hypertube, which means theoretically it's cheaper to use a high tier 3 belts than it is to use a hypertube, because this may be 7 seconds, which in the long run over a lot farther distance than this, that would make a huge difference. But you also got to take into account, you got to run power to this. You have to build was it transportation? You have to build this, which it takes 50 copper plates and 50 tubes with a support on top of that, which is 2 and 2. So you, in other words, this is extended to the maximum before you have to put another one of those, which is 50 and 50. So depending on how long you make it, that's, well, effectively mine's, if I count through there, each section is like 200 tubes and like 200 copper. I don't know. I didn't keep track of the number of sections. Then you gotta make an entrance on the beginning and an entrance on the end if you want to go back and forth through the tube. So that's you gotta count. That's 20 more tubes, 8 rotors, and 8 encased concrete beams, which means I don't know the cost for concrete. Otherwise, I'd say that's to make that, but either way, it's still pretty expensive. And then you gotta throw in where is it? Then you gotta throw in this, which is 3 copper wire and some more stuff. So if you can't afford hypertubes, tier 3 is your best friend when sprinting, because 7 seconds versus is pretty, I'd say it's pretty alright. On top of that, you can actually blend this in and make it look like it's where's it? How the hell do I raise it? Yeah, you can hide it by doing this, which I'm not sure if that will change the speed or not. But let's test one more method, and that's the crouch, jump, sprint combined into one. So now, okay, jump, crouch, spin. Oops, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but we're at 10 seconds. Uh, 30. So I started at 15 seconds, finished at 35 seconds, so 20. So about 20 seconds. So if you do this, it's about, oops, I screwed up. If you do this pretty much perfect, so like this, oops, I screwed up there and there. But if you keep the pattern just right, you can... And done. And I started at 50 and finished at 10, so yeah, it's about a consistent 20 seconds versus this, which is about 19. So if you feel like I'm doing a little bit more work, apparently, oops, this is the method to use. You know, it's sprint, crouch, jump, and then just do that at the same time, like this, and bam, you're flying down this. So apparently, whee. So apparently, oh, yay, that's done. All right, so it looks like the crouch, jump, sprint combined is equivalent to using a hypertube. So in the long run, this is cheaper because this only takes 28 to extend to max reach plus the space, which means if you build 28 that way and 28 this way, that's 56 versus 50. No, you can go back and forth with that with 50, but then you also got to add in the entrance and the power to power both sides. So I guess it's about this. It's about the same. So it really depends on you. If you want something that's kind of like casual and just taking a tour of your factory, this is the method. If you want speed, either hypertube or tier 3, the crouch run jump, oops, the crouch run sprint jump is equivalent to that based on what I've seen. I could be wrong and could have mistake, as human error can play a role in that, but you guys will be able to tell. Alright, now let's go to the ma'am, and then from there we're going to test out whether or not placing floors affects speed. And then I might do another battle of the tube versus conveyors when I get tier 4 conveyors. Because I'm assuming tier 4 conveyors versus hypertube, tier 4 is going to obliterate it by sprinting. Oops, wrong area. This is where I need to go. And what do we got? We got... Holy mother of flip, 20 beacons, but the cost is to overkill. Steel rod? Wouldn't be too bad. Iron alloy? You know what? If I got a steel factory and I need rods, I'm gonna go with this one. Alright. Next hard drive. Do I have enough plates on hand? I have 200. Do I have enough concrete? I do not. So let's go grab some concrete, which I have a bunch right here and a bunch up there. Grab this, and let's go grab a couple more plates. We're gonna go see... We're gonna go see if adding floors affects speed. Because if it does, if it does, that sucks. It means you can't actually build the floor things like I kind of thought about. But if it doesn't, well then you can build yourself a nice little hideaway setup and make, although I do wish we could raise and lower the belts just a smidge, because whee, accidentally fell off. I do wish we could raise it up a smidge where the belt is just barely above the floors. And the reason why I say that is because as soon as I get up here, I'll show you. Alright. We need... Wait, what? Why is this not clipping? That's interesting. Oops. Wait, what? How the... What the hell? Did I accidentally hit the entrance? Well, I guess I'll start building from this side then. Unless I accidentally get sucked in again. That's another thing you gotta worry about with these. I had to put this so I go splat against this instead of splat. Because at least splatting against a window pane at 100 miles an hour like a bird doesn't kill you. While flying off the cliff 100 feet at 100 miles an hour will. Actually, can I actually get in from... I think I accidentally got caught in the tube is why that happened. Alright. Come on. You. Come. There we go. Now let's build this. But as you can see, right here, the ground, the conveyor flickers. So if I could just raise this up just a smidge, this would be absolute perfect because this would look like an actual nice little floor conveyor belt set up here. Oops. Now let's finish up over here. And then we can test whether or not speed is affected. We already know riding the conveyor belt without sprinting does nothing. It's basically just for show. However, we know the crouch jump sprint is equivalent to the hypertube. So we're gonna test this out, and then I'm gonna skip to the last two hard drives and show you what the two potential what the recipes are and what the ones I chose were. Alright, Alright, here we are. Yeah, I think I got caught in it. Alright, so... Oops, no, not that way. Alright. We're gonna do sprinting right now. This should be, if timed right, should be about 27 seconds. We're at, or not 27, we're at 20 seconds. And we finished. So at 5 seconds plus that was 25. We finished at 32, so 25 plus 5 is about 30. No, 20 seconds plus another 5 plus 2. Okay, so there was no change in speed, which means theoretically you can build this. Okay, so ah, and there we go. And crouch jump, crouch jump. We started at 15 seconds on my recorder. And we're going. It's been 15 seconds and we done. And we finished at 37, so 15 seconds plus would put me at 30, and then we finished about 7 seconds after that, so yeah, it was about, or we finished roughly about 7 seconds to maybe 5, so yeah, there's no change in speed. So if you can put this down if you don't mind the flickering like this. It's a great way to aesthetically make it look like it's a walkway like this. Like, it looks like it's a walkway. In other words, the ground's moving really fast going that way. So, isn't too bad. Looks nice. Alright. So, I gotta start thinking about that may be another hard drive I need to go fetch. I need to start thinking about making my road to my steel factory, which is right over there. I can see the steps right there, I believe. So I gotta think about this. If I extend it out, I'm not sure how the vehicle will transport thing will drive. I need to get. Oh, I can build this. But not here. Okay, so next time I'm gonna test this out. For now, I'm gonna, well, go check how far along the lot this thing is. I'll probably clean this up. So it's up to you guys on your choice on how you want to build. But I just thought I'd show you potential other means of transportation that were technically not intended for transportation, other than, or people transportation at least, and that's this. And you can see why I wanted to raise the ground up a smidge. Alright, let's go check this out. So I'll see you once the stuff's done. You know what? I'll go with pure Cathium Ignite. I'm assuming that's potentially cheaper. I don't know. And let's research the last one. And I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. So we got a choice between iron wire again, bolted frame, or pure iron. Hard choice. I get plenty of iron. I'm not sure if this is worth it, because I could have swore hard choice. You know what? I might as well try this. I can always find more. Anyways, that's all my hard drives. That's what I wanted to cover. So, for now, if you enjoyed my video, please like it. If you didn't, well, please pass it on to people you think will, because the more you guys help me, the more I can help you. So, for now, goodbye, and see you next time.